Well, as many of you have probably already seen, over the weekend, Sarah Huckabee Sanders was turned away at a restaurant in Lexington, Virginia. What I'm here to discuss is neither the rightness or wrongness of that, but since I'm here, let me say briefly that I generally am very conflicted by what happened. Look, I'm glad Huckabee and other vile members of this traitorous administration are receiving a little consequence for their complicity. Still, though, I can't help but think about how we should all feel about the concept of public accommodation, and if it is okay, or even applauded, for Sarah Huckabee Sanders to be denied service at a business serving the public. Is it okay for me to be denied if it's okay for her to be denied? Is it okay for your local mechanic or baker, florist, or even restaurateur to turn you away because of your politics? Look, I understand the argument that she's taking part in reprehensible policies that are destroying lives and actually hurting people. Trust me, I get it, and I'm as pissed as anybody about it. But if we open the door to her being turned away, we open the door to you and me having the door slammed in our face too. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think, and you guys know what to do in the comments. What I really wanted to discuss is the manner with which this matter was handled by the three musketeers of hypocrisy: Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Donald Trump himself, and her father, Mike Huckabee. First, Sarah. The morning after this happened, Sarah opened up her official government @PressSec Twitter account and tweeted to her 3 million followers the name of the business, clearly in an effort to befall what would certainly be negative consequences. After all, she is the press secretary for the United States president and a communications expert. She knew exactly what she was doing when she typed that tweet out and hit send. The same goes for her dullard boss, Donald Trump. This morning, likely sitting on the toilet, cheeseburger in one hand and iPhone in the other, he used the weight and power of the presidency to try to torpedo the private business of an American citizen. He tweeted to his 53 million followers, quote, "The Red Hen restaurant should focus more on cleaning its filthy canopies, doors, and windows, badly needs a paint job, rather than refusing to serve a fine person like Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I always had a rule. If a restaurant is dirty on the outside, it is dirty on the inside," unquote. It's good to hear that he thinks he has some rules. This is a disgusting, unethical act by a man who disrespects the sacredness of the office which he holds. It is a sickening abuse of power. Not to mention wildly hypocritical, considering Donald Trump's own Mar-a-Lago seems to make it a business practice to serve its guests parasites and black-green mold by chefs who don't wash their dirty bathroom hands before handling food. In fact, as of last year, there are almost 100 health violations in only 3 years. So maybe Donnie should shut his taco bowl hole about a paint job and focus on his own business's issues. Lastly is Mike Huckabee, who tweeted this. Now, this is just super laughable because this is the same Mike Huckabee who stood hand in hand with Rowan County, Kentucky, County Clerk Kim Davis after she refused to do her job and issue marriage licenses to LGBT citizens. So it's perfectly okay, apparently, to refuse service to gays and lesbian Americans, but how dare the Red Hen turn away his daughter? Look, this isn't just a muddled ideology. This is evidence from all 3 of these a-holes of the sinister, regressive intention of dragging us back to an age when straight, white, Christian America was supreme. The problem is they're all just too stupid or brazen to keep it a secret. Likely it's a little bit of both.